maintenance plan, and as you go down, it gets more hardcore, I guess you would say. But I do it in a way that it's easy and maintainable. So by the time you go through the phases, it's not difficult, okay? So I'm gonna go over cheat meals. You're gonna have one cheat meal a week. Did everyone, I should have read that. Okay, so that means one, I call it a reward day. So you get one a week. You can do it on Saturday or you could do it on Sunday. It doesn't mean that you can do all you can eat buffet. It's one meal. So if you want spaghetti and bread with butter and a salad with dressing, enjoy it because you work for it. But it can be all you can eat, like you said, all you can eat pancakes or something like that. I would recommend that you wait about 3 hours before you have your dessert. So that way you can really enjoy it because you're going to be so full from your meal. But you don't have to, it's up to you. If you don't want to have dessert and you want to have alcoholic beverages, skip your dessert and you can have a few drinks if you like. If you want your dessert and alcohol, then you can have a meal. It's one or the other. So if you don't want dessert or food, you just want your alcohol, and yeah, that's up to you. You know, however you want to work it, but you have one day to do that, and you can't split it up. Any questions on that, on reward days? Okay. I really recommend, there's some people that skip them. That's up to you, but I think it's nice to kind of plan it out for date night, or, you know, I have to have mine, so enjoy that. Make sure you weigh in every Friday morning. I can't express how important this is. It stresses me out and it pisses me off when people don't, because I'm counting on you to do that, because then I know what to program for you for that Friday. I don't know what your body is doing, so I don't know like what to send you. So it's really important. I like to start that like early on Friday, so you can, some people like to shop on Friday nights because it's not as busy at Costco. So I start working Friday morning till about, you know, all day, working on your plans to make sure I get the right numbers for you. So you're gonna take a picture, take your clothes off first thing in the morning on Friday, weigh yourself, take a picture, and send it to me right away, okay? But not just that, you have to put your weight, let's say it's 150 pounds, and then minus 2, you know, 2 pounds that you lost, you know, or if you gained, you put plus 2 pounds or whatever, just so I can keep track of it. I'm going to send you an example on the phone.
And do the math as well. So if you
Yes.
weigh 140 and you lost 2.8 pounds, don't tell her I just lost 2.8 pounds. Tell her I'm now 130, whatever, because she doesn't want to do the math.
I don't want to do that. I'll tell you that. Because if I have 30 people, you know, I'm like, shit.
So it's basically last week's weight, 148, this week's weight, 146, down 2 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you actually for doing that. And it just makes it so easy, because I go to your chart, I put it on there, and I'm really anal about things, so I just want it done right. So that's it about that. You're going to weigh in on Monday, start date, which is the 6th, and you're going to weigh in on Friday. And then on Monday, you don't need to do it just the first time you start, and then every Friday. And I'll be texting you, trust me, a lot. So you'll.
Can I just make a recommendation? Just for everyone else, when you're doing the weight loss and you're doing the scale, you're gonna fluctuate, and like don't freak out, because I think I called her multiple times freaking out like 6 months ago when I was doing it all.
Yeah.
And for yourself personally, keep a track where you can see how much you've actually lost. So that way, like when you're doing it, oh, I only lost 2 pounds this week. But then in reality, it's like, oh, I lost 14 pounds in this many days. You know, so that helps you too.
Thank you. And
Please
please
do not weigh yourself every day.
No.
No.
Just Friday.
Do not.
Yeah.
Because it'll you may weigh heavier because you had an intense workout, you have a lot of water retention in your muscles, you may weigh really light because you dehydrated yourself the whole day before, so it'll really mess with you mentally if you weigh yourself every day.
especially for women, because we're in our period or not in our period, and then for my age group, we're in our menopause, who knows what the hell's happening in my body, you know, so.
I remember when I met with Mark years ago, we met over at Starbucks and we were going over things and he's like, you women are so fixated on the scale. He goes, get rid of it. Like, not like literally. I'm like, that's all I need to hear. I'm gonna get rid of that scale. I don't need it to tell me that I'm overweight. He's like,
We'll
you
need it
really,
for Friday, so.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, you just, you can't worry about the number because you're working out, you're gaining muscle, you're, like, it's.
Many fluctuations.
Just once a week. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Fridays.
Once a
That's
week.
it.
Fridays,
Yeah.
that's it.
You guys, I mean, you'll be able to gauge what you did that week anyways, honestly. Like, my biggest thing was when, like, my belt was at a certain notch, and by, like, the second week, I can take my belt in, or, like, a shirt fits you better, or clothes fits you, a little bit more loose. Or, you reward yourself by, hey, I went shopping, 4 weeks after the program, and it felt good to spend that money because you lost that weight.
Or you got
So-
back in those old jeans.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, put them out there. Other thing, I don't remember if I sent you that picture, Carol, but I have a dry erase markers, and on my bathroom mirror, I'll put my start weight for that week, and that way the math is right there for you, right? So I mean, and Carol is Carol's actually dead serious about. She doesn't care. She gets really frustrated. Like, I text her at 4 o'clock in the morning because that's what time I leave for work, and she doesn't care. She'll respond hours later, and I don't, and at least I know she got it.
Yeah.
And her response is usually, "Thank you for sending me over right away."
Yeah.
And then we're already starting working on my plan for the next week.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, "What do you want to eat?"
She'd rather you send it at 4 a.m. than
Yeah.
not
Then
send it at all.
not. Then me text you saying,
Yeah.
and I love those GIFs, what do you call them, those gifts?
Yeah.
So, like Jameen and Val
Oh,
say,
yeah.
I miss working with you just to get those.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
you'll get a bunch of group texts from all of us.
Send
We're
it
a
at 4
huge.
a.m. or she's gonna text you
Yeah.
at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be getting ready for her workout, and all of a sudden you're like, "What is she doing?" I mean, I'm at work. I don't care, but
Yeah.
like other people, I'm sure like I'm gonna strangle Carol.
I know. Too much energy. You have any
So
questions?
the question, so you had mentioned to weigh in on Monday, the 6th,
Yes.
and then are we weighing in again that Friday?
Correct.
Okay.
Only 4 the first week is only
The
4
fourth,
days.
And then after that, it's every
And
Friday.
then it's,
Okay.
because it's a short week, but I wanna see what your metabolism is. I'm getting to know everyone's metabolism, so that first 4 days is important to me. Okay,
One thing to remember, when you don't see changes on the weight, sometimes you'll see changes on what you're wearing.
Yeah.
It makes, you'll trust me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be like, I'm like, does it, but then I try something on and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's fit me better.
okay,
So your
about
body
the weight,
changes.
that's true, thank you. Okay, so 1 week, you'll lose a lot, and then the next week, you're not gonna lose anything. And then you're gonna get discouraged. Don't, just trust the plan, follow the plan. Don't freak out, it's just slow and steady. Then the next week you'll lose more, and then the next week you won't. You have to just keep, maybe you'll lose 20, well, Katie, you're the perfect example. You started at 161 and went to 119, but sometimes you'd only lose 2 ounces or something and you'd freak out. I'm like, just keep at it, right?